clerk to conduct the roll call. Will.
Thank you, Chair Redmond.
Present.
Councillor Harris.
Present.
Councillor James.
Present.
And we have regrets from Councillor Deutschmann, and I think Councillor Erb is going to join us online momentarily. Thank you.
I would like to acknowledge that the land on which we gather today is the traditional territory of the Haudenosaunee, Anishinaabe, and Neutral people. We acknowledge the enduring presence of the Indigenous people with whom we share our land today, their achievements and their contributions, of course, to our community. Are there any declarations of pecuniary interest? Seeing none, there are no presentations. Can't hear anything? Do you want us to do it again?
Lindsay, are you hearing it?
We're good now. Okay, reports. I have to call on Mr. Dyer to introduce the report, the appointment of the external auditor for the 23 fiscal year. Craig.
Yes, thank you to the chair. We have a report recommending the appointment of the region's external auditor for the 2023 fiscal year. The municipal act, of course, requires that a municipality appoints an auditor licensed under the Public Accounting Act. KPMG has been the auditor for the region over the last 7 years. Most recently, there was a report that we had taken to Audit Committee in 2021, which extended the original appointment for 2 additional one-year terms. And if approved, this would be the second of those 2 additional one-year terms. The following steps for next year, should this recommendation be approved, is that staff would undertake a request for proposal process for the region's external auditor. And I would say through the chair again that this is one of those circumstances where where Audit Committee needs to be 100% comfortable with the auditor that it has put in place. This is, of course, a recommendation from staff, but very important that the auditor is meeting the needs of regional council and the audit committee, hence the recommendation. The only other comment I would make is that this is a bit of an unusual year in that there are 4 new public sector accounting board standards, which will be implemented as part of the 2023 fiscal year end, and those are outlined in the report. Staff are here if there are any questions.
I don't see any questions. We will now have a motion. From the report, the appointment of the external auditor for the 23 fiscal year. Can I have a mover and a seconder? Thank you, Chair Redmond. Seconded by Councillor James. Please use your yes or no button to vote that the Regional Municipality of Waterloo appoint KPMG LLP as the region's external auditor for 1 year term comprising the 23 fiscal year at a cost of $172,400 plus all applicable taxes as set out in the report dated June 12, 2023, and that is carried. Thank you. Other business, do I have any other business? Seeing none, next meeting, we'll determine the next meeting at another time. And of course, now we will vote to go into closed session, moved by Chair Redmond. Thank you. Seconded by Councillor James. Let you go and vote. That is carried. Thank you. We will now proceed to vote going into closed session, or we've already done that? Oh, we're going to adjourn. A motion to adjourn. Motion by Chair Redmond, seconded by Councillor James. Please vote. That's carried. Thank you. We will now start a vote to go into closed session. We've done that already. Sorry. Okay, we're moving right along here. All right, we will now move to closed session downstairs.